Okay, it's one of these levels. I guess it makes sense, somewhat. But yeah. Already not a fan, and we haven't even started, really. But yeah, to kind of finish off what I started last episode, my thoughts on Tears of the Kingdom. Just got really burnt out on maxing out all the armor, fighting all the bosses, like all the missing, like all the miss stuff you have to do for 100%. And even some of these side quests I didn't really feel compelled to do. If that kind of makes sense. Just because some of them just felt really tedious, like the discovering all the wells. It's like I just didn't really like that. That being said, the reward for doing that side quest was pretty cool. And I did like the quests in the stables where you could find a photo, like fulfill a photo request, and leave a personal mark on each stable if you wanted to. For example, if the stable owner wanted anything that I could stand in front of and take a picture and it would still count, I did that. Link in the game kind of became famous in each stable. But one thing I didn't really enjoy, or something I found weird rather, was like the fact that some side adventures could have easily been side quests, and some side quests could have been side adventures. Like the side adventures within the Typhloid Ruins, those could have easily been side quests because they were like, I guess they were related to the sage abilities, but like, I feel like it would have been more, or made more sense to not have them be side quests, sort of thing. Also, it's probably because I had played Xenoblade between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but oh boy, does like the fact that you can like search for a person in Xenoblade made doing side quests so much easier. And coming from that to Tears of the Kingdom, oh boy, I kind of wish that was a feature they had included. I mean, yeah, they would probably had to include a whole tab just for characters you could talk to. But I mean, I guess that, like, I definitely feel like that would have improved the game and like made it more complex. I feel like even if the interactions weren't as in depth as they are in Xenoblade, I definitely feel like that would have been just much more improved. Like, I mean, yeah, some of the side quests did mark the people and where you could find them, but like, without that knowledge or without that side quest, you would have to scour the village or wherever they were to find them, which just got annoying. I feel like I probably should have remembered if this had treasure in it, because I don't know if it does. And if it does, where specifically it is. So that will be fun. So yeah, something I definitely am looking forward to when we switch maps is and something that would be long lost when we come back. I'll come back to this version rather, is the fact that in the definitive edition you can check the battlefield data if a keeper has a map has a chest on it would give you a chest for completing it or for taking it over. Something not in this version, oddly enough, or disappointingly enough. But yeah, now I'm just patiently waiting for Tears of the Kingdom to get DLC, in which, upon completing the DLC, I will go back and collect the remaining 500 Korok seeds I have left, and the few marked locations I haven't found. Even if it does look a little bit more than that. Okay, I really hope that there is a treasure chest here. And I'm not going out of my way to do nothing. Because we have the cow count already. But I mean, I guess Cheeky is pretty fast with this shit, so, you know. Not too bad. Ew. That could be an issue. Somewhat. But yeah, since defeating or beating Tears of the Kingdom, not really sure I want to dive into a game. So I've just been playing a lot of Splatoon. And man, I know this kind of feels weird to complain about, but like, I kind of wish I didn't have to work so much now. Because like, the recent random rotation they had in Salmon Run, I was able to get my Egg VP 200 badge on Gem Junction, and if I had a little bit more time with that rotation, I could have gone up to 400, and that would have been amazing. And yeah, that would have been my first 400 badge. But I've just been doing. Well, I've recently refound my love for the Jet Swelcher because, unless they buff the Splasher Pro, I think that's gonna be my main. But that doesn't mean I've put down the Splasher Pro because, like, I still love it. It's a weapon I love. Even if I wish it was a little bit better. It's like, was it good in Splatoon 1? Because like, it got I feel like it got like heavily nerfed in Splatoon 2, just hasn't recovered since. Like, that's sort of how I feel about it. So can you just go down, please? Come on, here. Thank you. And yeah, that has definitely helped me with the more consistent weapon to rate or regain my S+ status, even if I don't feel like I should be there. Like, I definitely feel like with Splatoon 3, there should be a rank in between S and S+. Or there should be something above S+. Sort of thing. Like, maybe if I just kind of redo the whole S plus thing. And kind of have like S plus 0 to 10 be its own sort of rank, and like everything above that, it's something else sort of thing. Because man, I just feel out of my league, of someone out of my league in S plus. Which just kind of feels weird to say. I don't really need that anymore. No, I think we're good. But yeah, kind of feels weird because like I forget if I was working on it before the season rolled over, but what is the what is this? Let's check this out. Wow, all the things I don't really like are just on this column. Yay. Okay, I'll do this one. I don't feel like using the baton. So let's not, shall we? Yeah. Started off the season by four-starring the wiper, like a default wiper. But yeah, definitely feel like I did that when the season rolled over. And that is a fun weapon just to kind of dick around with, because like getting the one-shot charge shots are just amazing, but I just could not find the consistency to do that. So I should probably be doing Zelda things. Probably. Yeah. It's kind of really fun the consistency to do that, and after that I went to the S Blast, and I had a blast with that. Although it could just be me, but like there were some times where it's like I really would have expected the weapon to fire off a shot, and like there were just times where I was above an enemy jumping and I just could not hit them for the life of me. Definitely feels weird, or felt weird, although something I want to know is if you start shooting with the S-Blast in particular, if you start shooting, jump, if that kind of resets the shot, just so, like that sort of thing. Cause it kind of felt like it did, just because of its main gimmick. But yeah, after that I went to the Jut Squelcher and just been having a lot of fun because, man, I definitely feel like I should have been using the Ink Storm a whole lot sooner. So really? Really? Just had to do this sort of shit with us. Ooh. Looking back on the top 10, Zelda could take first spot by the end of this mission. That is definitely something. I'm not sure how to feel about that. Although that being said, Link would probably quite easily take it back. Or join the ranks with Zelda. Because how quickly he... Like, I swear the amount of kills you need to do with Link is much to get a level is much less than with any other character. Like, he definitely has like a permanent XP up or something. It definitely feels like that. But yeah, thanks to the Junk Squelcher, I've been having a bit more fun with Is Link important? Kind of something you would not hear in terms of Zelda. Is Link important? Okay. I'm not sure if he is, and I'm hoping that like once we defeat all these guys, his thing will be visible. Or his marker will be visible. I should really be doing this. Zelda's not really one of those enemies to come back with. So, yep. Where's the thing? So yeah, I guess I can... Mario Kart Tour has been doing some weird things as of late. Specifically the fact that, they are revisiting an idea they had with DS and going back and going over the ideas and fixing it up, because oh boy, that's interesting. Also the fact that they're adding Wiggler and then like I think the same day he's gonna be in 8 Deluxe as well. It's like, what the hell? Also, what weight class was Wiggler in 7? Because I thought he was a middleweight. Because in 8 Deluxe he's a thingy thing. Heavy class. It's like, what? That just feels weird to me. I definitely need to check that. But yeah, Roma Vanti's been... Roma Vanti's interesting, because like... It kind of feels like its gimmick is the fact that it's at night. And there's been a lot of courses that had that gimmick beforehand. But I mean, the addition of Moon View Highway is nice, I guess. Although that being said, I kind of get the feeling like, I kind of get the feeling it's not going to be reused for quite some time. That's just kind of me. Did this level have treasure? How much time have we been doing this for? Okay, 6 minutes, that's fine. Ooh, okay. I need to watch my health. I mean, if there was treasure anyway, it would probably be on either of the map keeps at the top there. I kind of get that feeling. Although that being said, I wouldn't be too adverse to going back through this map if I do end up missing it. Maybe? I'm not entirely sure about that. So who are we facing anyways? Is it Ganondorf? I feel like it would be Ganondorf. That kind of makes sense. It's like I'm not being paying attention at all. Also, something I'm a little disappointed by is the fact that for the remix of Los Angeles Slaps for the 8 Deluxe version of it, they got rid of the vocals, which I'm not really a fan of, because like, you had a cool song that was a bop, and you made it less of a bop. Like, I definitely feel like Los Angeles Slaps is like a lot more divisive than it was beforehand, because like, you had people who liked it, and then people who didn't like it, but now you have a whole different version of it, so yay! Fun. Can you hold your own link for 5 goddamn seconds? Okay, we're facing Seal. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Okay, I think we can leave the summoner alive. We're fine. For the most part. Okay, how's Link doing? Because I definitely feel like there's not any treasure, but if there is, it's gonna be in a weird ass map. Oh, yeah, weird ass keep, just in the middle of nowhere, for no apparent reason. Just kind of want to get this over quickly. But yeah, also it kind of feels weird. Oh, right. Speaking of city maps in Mario Kart Tour, New York Minute 1 is back. Like, the first time since its debut at the beginning of the game. It's like a good 3 years. It's like, what the fuck? Like, that's insane. It's not really. I feel like if I was to do another level, it would probably have to be a vanilla. Although that being said, I could skip around once I've completed the main objective and need to get the A ranks. So I'm just gonna delete a few things don't really need. Although that being said, I kind of feel like I've ran out of topics to talk about. It's level 6, and it's annoying. And that requires two passes through. That's a whole level on its own. That's visiting the imprisoned. Might quickly go see what this is about, because this has the potential to be a longer level. Maybe. What is the level condition? Okay. What are we doing? Taking over the keeps? Defeating enemies? What are we doing? Okay, keep defeating Zant for 1. That's something. Is this morale? Boosting morale? Is this what? Oh, is that what this is? It's exactly what this is. Yay! Although to be fair, there's only 3 enemies. 3 enemy captains. It's not that bad. Although that being said, they did the thing where there's 2 barriers and only 1 fairy. What's up with that, game? Yeah. Kind of get the feeling that because we are playing as Fi, we can get the KO count easily. It's just more so the level condition itself, I feel like. Although that being said, I'm not really a fan of Fi's low level. Like, if it was any other boss, I would probably be feeling more confident in this, but because it's the Imprisoned, not so much. It's going to be interesting. So you kill anything important. So no, for this one there is no treasure, it's just the Eric reward. Which I feel like is going to be interesting given the circumstances. Okay, where's the dude? Where's the guy who needs to kill specifically? I am gonna fast track to that guy. It's Volker. Nice. That being said, we are the light elements of a fine. Although, what is Volker weak to? I'm assuming water would make sense. Over light? Not entirely sure. Like, I don't know, characters of like Volga I just don't really know. Oh, nice. Ooh. There's no real way to tell if this is a 4,000 or a 10,000 damage. It's going to be interesting. And why? What did you do? Who'd you kill? I might. Right. Button prompts. I am only halfway to it, so I think we would be good to kind of delay a little bit. Maybe? To say, like, where's the ferry? But I don't have it yet. Oh, is that a guy I need to like a warrior I don't really need to fight, but if I don't, he will be an issue later on. Is that the sort of deal he's got going on? It's probably Girahim, isn't he? Ooh, okay, big chicken. Big chicken. Just saying words. That should not be part of Zant's army. Fuck out of here. That's just a chicken. Okay. Not really sure how I feel about that. That's interesting. Wait, was there not a guy here? Okay, I don't really need to do that, so I'm thinking what I'll do is, kill this shield moblin, see if anything pops up afterwards, and then cut around to when I have the, amount we need. That sort of deal. So I definitely feel like we would be close to this, although... Yeah, if there's anything that's gonna kill me... anything that's gonna cause us from not getting the A rank, it's going to be... damage. Space did all that focus spirit on the fucking chicken. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I'm just trying to focus because, oh boy. Finding one-on-ones with fire is not an easy thing. Okay, this should do a lot of damage, hopefully. I'm not. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Okay, he's dead. What happens now? You gonna tell me? Okay. Oh, Giram's on our side. That's something. Not really a positive or a negative, it's just a thing. Just a fact. Okay, we need the key. Because it's up there, I'll go to that next. But yeah, I'll cut around to when I have the amount of keys we need. Okay, Xanta boy, you've come to meet your maker. Hopefully you it definitely looks like Xanta's weak to light. Although that being said, he could be like a little bit weaker just because we will have to face a giant boss afterwards. Like that sort of deal. Magic would be so useful right about now, but I'm not entirely sure if we could get magic. Because I think the imprisoned... I think that's how that works. So why are you all the way over there? Buddy! How much does this do? Nothing. I feel like they should be a little bit more lenient with these boss levels, right? That isn't just me? Okay, ooh. And hopefully this should be enough to kill him. I mean, it should. There should be no world in which it's not. Like, even this should do it, I think. Yeah. Yeah, tell him. Hey! Nice. Well, hopefully this isn't like a costume or anything. It's the thing they need. A rank. Nice. So glad that's over. How many boss levels do we have left? I don't think it's that many, actually. It shouldn't. I think there's gonna be like... TOI was worried about damage and it wasn't even a factor, what the fuck. Yeah, I feel like there's normally one in the graveyard and... of course the final boss. Like this could easily be a boss level. Like easily. But yeah. Next episode, we finish off this column, and then we only have 5 columns left. Although some of them have quite a bit of work to do, and there's even an entire full column, which we'll be spending the last 3 episodes on. Maybe even the last episode, depending. Yeah, who knows. But yeah, next episode we will do the second last Skulltula level, whatever this was, and get a costume for Grim, and use Fire again. Not sure how I feel about that one. But yeah, until then, that is when I'll see you.